Hello, welcome back. This is Damien, and we are actually on the Let's Play instead of the Average Joe server. It's been just a little while since I came over here and did a video and did any work, really. The last time I was over here, I believe it was when I was having the internet problems and I couldn't get on the Average Joe server, so I came over here. It's just, Average Joe, we've been so busy and, had so much going on, I really haven't had time, but I made some time tonight. It's Friday night, so I was like, why not? So give me just a second and we'll start having a look around and I'll tell you some stuff and see where it goes. Okay, so this is actually the second time I've been shooting this. I got about halfway through with it the first time and dogs just started making so much noise I had to start over. Okay, so first off, I've actually got some crops to start growing. As you can see in my hand, I had to eat a melon. I was kind of hungry. I was in creative and didn't know I was hungry when I was doing the other video. But I've actually got melons to start growing, and we've got quite a few here. And I was able to pick up some pumpkin seeds off of a wandering trader right before I killed him. So I need to dig a plot out, kind of like this one, for the pumpkins. And then I can get the pumpkin seeds. And we're having more trouble with wheat. So right now in the auto garden here, I've got more wheat growing than beetroot or carrots. Now I could probably do the entire plot wheat for a few turns and, get some wheat up. But in my experience, these one stack plots, which, it just means 64, because that's one stack of dirt down there. You can get one stack of seeds or whatever. But with my experience, you do a one stack, and then you only get one stack of wheat. Whereas you'll get 2 or 3 stacks of carrots extra, or at least a stack and a half extra of beetroot. But with wheat, you only get 1 stack, and then you get like 2.5 stacks of seeds. So to my reckoning, the way I remember, wheat has always been slower growing than anything else. That's why I usually have an extra plot somewhere with nothing but wheat to try to facilitate having more wheat. Because, with wheat, you can breed your cows, you can breed your sheep, you can make bread, you can trade it with villagers, you can do all kinds of stuff. Now, I've looked a couple of times this way. The last video I did for the Let's Play, I was talking about I've kind of outgrown the house a little bit. So, I got some materials together. I went out to the ice biome, which is just right over there. It's really close. And I got a bunch of packed ice. And I went to the Badlands biome that way, and I got the red sand and sandstone. And I thought it would be a really nice looking build palette, especially with the dark oak. And I started just putting it together. Let me quickly go into creative here, and then I'm going to go back into survival. I do a lot of stuff in creative, a lot of videos and everything when I'm doing my videos, and I have night vision and stuff. And I do the night vision so you guys can see better. It's not necessarily for me. And then the creative, I just do it so I can zip around and show you different aspects of stuff. But on the Average Joe server, Kite has actually made a double time limit night vision potion that I'm going to start using over there. And I think I'm just going to start making the 8-minute night vision potions over here when I get an alchemy lab, and then I won't have to use that night vision effect. But creative, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't have an alternate account that I can fly around on, basically. Now, this is not the prettiest build. I will be the first to admit it, but I like it, and I was experimenting. I wanted to do different things, and everybody knows if they watch the multiplayer Average Joe, I'm building a lot of circles this season. A lot of circles. I'm getting really good with circles. I want to get really good with circles. And so I made a circle. Then I made another circle. And then I made a third circle up here. And then for some reason I decided I was going to throw an upside down boat in the middle of all that. Because that's kind of what my intention was to have like a Viking ship upside down. If you've ever played Skyrim, Jorrvaskr, where the companions are. If you've ever played Skyrim and seen Jorrvaskr, where the companions live, that's an upside down boat. and that idea has sat with me for a while. However, it didn't really come out the way I wanted it to, but it's probably still a work in progress. I'll probably stick something on it here and there. But also, Jorrvaskr was just a boat with a house built under it, and it didn't have a circle. So, it is what it is. So we'll just move around a little bit here. And you can see it in all of its gloriousness. And then we will actually go in the very bottom door here because there are 4 entrances to this place. Now, down here is this lake, and that lake is actually ocean. It is not mushroom biome, it is ocean biome. So while I'm here, I'll just tell you that I'm thinking about doing a mob grinder right here, either on the top and going down to bedrock, or kind of going up to, whatever, and just letting them fall. But I'm not sure yet. I'm going to give that some more thought, because the biggest thing that I'm missing here is stuff. Everybody wants stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about the lake, which is why I put an entrance and exit here. I can come out here and I'm right on the lake. I'll be right at the grinder or whatever, and I can do whatever. So let's go on in though. Now, this is the very bottom floor, with the exception that there's going to be a mine this way, where I'm going to mine all the way down. It's going to be pretty. It's going to have, wooden walls and stairs and lights and all that good stuff. But for right now, it's just this. And then over here is going to be the same thing going that way, but I haven't even really started on it yet. We still have, dirt walls, and I've got to do a lot of cleaning up down here and making this look really good. And then on the second floor here, we have an exit on this side that comes out over here going that way. And then on the other side, we have an exit that does the same thing, just in the opposite direction. It goes that way. And I actually dug the entire thing out, going all the way to the edge of the island. So yeah, we have 4 different ways to get in here, because when you come back in here and you go upstairs to the main floor here, there's a front door that comes out to the patio, to the porch, to the whatever you want to call it, and looks out over it. Now, this is not going to be my house. This is not going to be where I live. This is going to be where I build storage and where I have access to different mines. That's the entire job of this building, is to have a whole bunch of chests that I can store stuff in until I learn how to do an automatic storage and all that stuff, in which, with the problems that 1.15 has with hoppers, I may not do that. I may just have chests in here with item frames and what's in them, and that's that. That may be where that stops. Because I am learning about item sorting and stuff like that on the Average Joe server, but they have so much trouble with hoppers on that server, and in Minecraft in general, it's definitely a problem, and they're going to fix it eventually. But the optimization for hoppers is just screwed right now. So we have to be very careful when using hoppers. So, I may just put chests in here and label them and let it go. And that's going to be my storage. And when I need something, I come in here and I find the chest and I get it and I go. Let's go back into survival. I like survival much better. But yeah, that may be what I just wound up doing, is just turning this into storage. I mean, it's a nice build. It's got a lot of room. I could do a lot of stuff with it as a house. But on the Average Joe server, I have a circular house. And I love it. I love it. It's one of the best houses I've ever had in Minecraft. And I love the damn thing. But I don't want another round house on this Let's Play. Unless it's, I make a round house and make it into a huge tower, and yeah, I don't know. No. But, I'm not going to live in this one the whole time. This is my starter house. And you know how it is with Minecraft. Everybody does a starter house and then they move on. And this storage is just all over the place. Is that? Yeah, I got pufferfish from a trader before I killed him. A lot of killing of traders going on. But yeah, when they show up, I see what they got. If I don't like, which now I think I'm out of emeralds. I have 7. Oh, I have 27 block. I did some trading. And I did trading in town. I forgot all about that. I am slam out of diamonds, though. I'll tell you that much. So I need to go mining for more diamonds. I've still got the armor, but I don't have any enchants for it. And only being level 23, I want to get my levels up. Again, though, I don't have a grinder. I don't have an XP farm. I don't have any of that. So I've got to work on that stuff. We've been breeding these just a little bit. And what I want to fill this entire place up with these guys. And that's going to give me meat, leather, and milk, of course, and mushroom stew. And, you know, I'm never going to kill all of them off. And again, with the hopper issues that we're having, I don't know if I'm going to do an auto kill farm or just leave them here and do it myself, you know. But yeah, there are some. There's some over there. There was one, but now there's 2. They must be swimming across there. I don't know what they're doing. These guys, I swear. But I've been going around the island. You can see I lit up in here. I know nothing spawns here. You know, as long as it says mushrooms, whatever. As long as it says mushrooms, it's not going to spawn anything. However, when I don't have night vision on, I like to see where I'm going. So I still light stuff up most of the time. But I found this when I came through last time, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's a really small one. So, you know, I'm not sure if I'll ever do anything. I may fill it in, cover it up. I may do something. I don't know. But I've been watching AlphaCraft, and I watch Avomance consistently. I love Avomance. He's right up there with the Hermits. And he is doing something in AlphaCraft that is just amazing. He's building this really big deck beside this mountain, and like he's got these discs built out to the sides of it, you know, and connected. It looks kind of like a drone, sort of like a drone, but it's huge. And then he's digging into the mountain and putting in rooms and stuff inside the mountain, you know. And I mean, I'm not going to copy him, but that is definitely inspiring. Because I don't like to copy anybody on anything. I may turn this off. Because I'm getting a lot of bamboo. And I don't really have anything. Like on Average Joe, you can turn bamboo into paper, but you can't do that. I haven't done the codes here. The only thing I want to do the codes on is being able to make the enchanted golden apples. That's pretty much the code that I want to put on here so that I can make those apples. But I don't have anybody to trade gold with or anything like that, so, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably do some golden carrots and stuff, and maybe some just regular golden apples. But the enchanted golden apples, that'll be a long time coming. And I was also, somebody asked me, they were like, well, whenever season 3 comes for Average Joe, is that going to be season 3 for Let's Play? And you know what? That all depends. It all depends on how tired we all are of this place. If it's still going good, I mean, I know guys that they've done one Let's Play, and there was no seasons. They just did one Let's Play for 7 years. You know, and they're on the same map they had 7 years ago, and they're still doing the Let's Play. And I think that's really cool, but I don't know if I can do that. I may do different seasons, you know, or stick to doing, because I'm doing different seasons now. So I may stick to doing, because I like to try different biomes, and I like to try different things. However, I will tell you, I love the Mushroom Island. I absolutely love it. It's the best. It is the best biome that I've ever started in. I've done deserts. I've done gravelly mountains this season on Average Joe, and I hate gravelly mountains. Hate them. Last season I did a Badlands. That's where Spawn was. I hate Badlands. So much terracotta. Everything's brown. You can't get green grass. You can't get green trees. I hate it. I've done a swamp. Swamps are okay, although it still applies that pretty much everything is brown. Your water's a different color. You can't get really vibrant greenage, blah, blah, blah. I've done savannas and I've done taigas, I think. I've done like 7 or 8 different ones. This is absolutely my favorite. I love it. Now, granted, one of the reasons is because nothing spawns here. I don't have to throw torches everywhere. Like anybody that's watched my multiplayer, Average Joe, there are a million, actually, there's 30,000 torches on my property. Because I have to light everything up so the slime farm works and um, stuff like that. So, well, 90% of those 30,000 torches in the slime farm, I had to make sure everything was lit up so that the slime farm would work. And I mean, it's working great now. I've got more slime than I'm ever going to use, and nobody's buying it. So I could take some torches down and just put subdued lighting. But here, you don't have to worry about that. I don't have to have torches everywhere, you know. And I absolutely love that. I've got a lot of clearing to do. I am going to make some more greenage. I'm going to dig stuff like this out. I may do like I did over here and just make it look better, or I may just get rid of the water. I don't know. But I like coming out. I like coming out the front door, and I can just throw a fishing rod off in here and do my thing. I also had a question about why I don't do an AFK fishery thing here. I think AFK fishing breaks the game. I really do. I think it just breaks the game, and I don't want to do that. Sure, I could set up an AFK fisher, and I could tape my mouse button down, and I could leave for a few hours and come back and have all the books I need and, all the enchants and all kinds of stuff, but I don't want to do that because I think that breaks the game. I actually want to kick back. I want to talk to you guys, and I want to play the game. I want to build stuff and show you what I built and get your opinions on them and, all that stuff. I don't want to go, well, I AFK fish for 4 hours and that's game over, guys. Thanks for watching. I don't dig that. Yeah, I don't dig that at all. So, all that being said, what I need to do is, since there's nothing that can spawn here, I want to actually build a spot. Probably not. I'm building everything right here, I've noticed. I don't stray far from the front door. It's like I'm a hobbit. That's not Bilbo Baggins. I don't stray far from the front door, and I build stuff. So what I'm thinking is, I'm going to come right over here to this spot I've cleared out, and I'm going to put a building up here, and I'm going to have different cells in it like I do for my trade hall on the Average Joe server. And then I'm going to build a rail all the way to the desert town. Now, as you know, 2 episodes ago or 1 episode ago, I can't remember, I found the second desert town and the Pillager Tower, the Illager Tower, Pillager, whatever it's called. I found that tower. I'm going to build a raid farm. I've got the plans for it. I've got the video, and I'll watch the video and build it from watching the video. But I'm going to build a raid farm there. That's hands down. That's happening. And I can tell you the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Avomance one. I'll have it linked in the description when I do the farm. But I need to get some villagers over here so that I can actually, instead of getting in a boat and going 2 or 3 times, I can actually just have everything in chests around here, and I can have my farmers and librarians and whatever here, and I can just run in, trade, come back out, raid the chest, get what I need, come back in, trade right here. Instead of taking a boat there, trading what little I have, bringing a boat back, filling up, going back, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. So that's actually what I'm thinking my next project is going to be, is to build a rail that way and kind of push some villagers in some rail carts, some mine carts, and get them over here so that I don't have to travel 35 miles by boat to try to get some trades done and then not have enough to get good trades. But as you can see, though, I have done some really decent trading with carrots and beetroot. I've been able to and coal. I've traded coal. And I've been able to do fairly decently. I'm not going to lie. However, there's nobody here for me to spend those emeralds with. because I want to get my farmers up. I think it's the farmers that give you golden carrots. Yeah, I think it's the farmers that give you golden carrots, and some of them will give you glistering melons, which is you use in alchemy. And I need those. So I definitely want to get villagers over here. I don't know if I'm rushing that though. I mean, I have a house to live in. I can build a place for them. And I did have the thought, I'm not going to lie, I did have the thought of putting the villagers in that and just making that my trade hall right there. I did have that thought. But then I had the thought that that's going to be a lot of trouble to get those fools up there. So I don't know if that's, I'm probably, because I cleared a lot of this out, and I'm probably just going to come right down here, and I'm going to put a trade hall in right down here. And then, here, let's go back into creative for a minute. Once I put the trade hall there, I'm working on picking out a place to clear off to where I will want to also build my own house, a big square house like I haven't built in a while. A big, ugly square house. And it may be somewhere over here. That's a lot of clearing out, though. I mean, that's a lot of clearing and leveling. And, you know, it's kind of further away from this. So the second idea that I had was, just fall down. There we go. The second idea I had was, one, I left this open for expansion here. This whole thing right here can go that way. And number two is I designed this for expansion. So I could, theoretically, once I get all the storage over there, I could just come in here and do something else with this room, maybe an alchemy lab, I don't know, something. And then I could expand the house this way and build rooms for my trophies and, you know, other rooms and stuff like that. Also, we all know, too, that we have this side. And my enchanting table is already here and set up. And then we just go this way and we get to the subspace bubble back here. See that, all that cobblestone, that mossy cobblestone? That's the subspace bubble right there. So there are a lot of different options for expansion. And see, even here, we can go this way. So, I mean, this could be a huge underground house, and what's up there is just the beginning, you know. I mean, we can virtually do whatever we want to do here. I just don't want to, I don't want to run into my mine and screw a bunch of stuff up over there. That mine, I don't want to run into that mine and screw a bunch of stuff up and all that. So, you know, those are just some of the thoughts that I've had about doing something about this tiny little house, the starter house. Excuse me. But like I said, and like I showed you, I left room for expansion. And probably going that way is the best thing to do. It's just go that way. Both underground and above ground. Go that way. Or there's one final thought that I had. And I've actually been inspired by people like Mumbo, Jumbo, and Grian on their channels and stuff, is to just go up. Build my house here. That way, when I wake up in the morning, I can walk to the windows and I can see every inch of my island from up here. And you know what else I've never, ever done? Built in the air. I did that one mob grinder last season, the Let's Play Season 1. I did one mob grinder, but I pillared all the way up, and then I built it. I built a platform, and I built up from the platform, and then, you know, so that was the only thing I've ever actually built in the air. It wasn't a house. I've never built a base in the air. Mob grinders are, I don't even really count them. But yeah, I could build it up here. And that idea really intrigues me because I've never done it before. So I don't know how many times I'll fall and death counts and all that. I don't even have score. I don't even have scoreboard on this Let's Play to tell you how many times I've died. But anyway, I've been waffling a good bit, but it's full of information because it's just it's stuff that I want to do. And if you watch this series and you leave comments, definitely leave a comment and tell me what you think. Don't tell me how ugly the building over there is. I know, but I like it. But give me your opinion. What do you think? A sky base? Dig down, not dig straight down. That's a horrible game. But dig down here maybe, or build a house over there. Or even leave the island and go somewhere else. Maybe find a village and make that a base. I've done that before, but a sky base is something I've never done. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the conversation, and I hope we have a conversation because I am serious. I do like my subs to tell me what's on their mind, tell me what they're thinking, give me ideas and things like that. The next episode will probably be the next week, and I'll do another subscriber. I'll put another subscriber in the subspace bubble, and we'll go from there on that. I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning up and leveling of all this land. I will probably start on a mob farm, and I'm going to be getting the materials up to build a railway that way. And I know you can't do it diagonally. I know that. I'm going to have to go out straight and then cut over straight. So I will probably have markers out so that I can go straight out this way, and then when I get level and even with the village, I can turn and go straight that way. But that's two projects that I will be working on because I do want villagers over here. Because we all know in Let's Plays, diamonds don't mean anything. Diamonds are for gear and weapons and tools. That's what diamonds are for in a Let's Play. Emeralds are where your money's at in a Let's Play. That's what you can trade, is emeralds. So we need to get busy. Anyway, I've been Damien. I really enjoyed this because there's a lot of stuff I've been wanting to get off my chest about this place and ideas that have just been bubbling up. And, so like I said, leave your comments and opinions, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you and good night.